give a little review on this little inverter arc welder. I have it, well, I've had it for probably about 4 years now. It's been a great little welder for me, and I thought I'd go ahead and share it with y'all out there. Basically, it'll come just with these two little attachments here. You have to get your own wires. That's how they sell it so cheap. It's a decent little unit. I wouldn't care about the brand really. There's a company out there that makes all these, and people just put their own brand on it. But I've had it and done a lot of little projects with it. I've actually done a few big projects with it too. I've welded on some trailer springs and trailer tongue on with this. Yeah, so basically you'll just get the unit itself. You'll have to put your own plug on it, and you'll have to get your own wires here. It'll come with a little owner's manual, which is, when I got this one, it was all in Chinese. I don't know if they'll send English versions of that, but it really wasn't that much help. So I believe this is going to be a 110 or 220. I'll put the link for it in the description below, and you can go there and check it all out and read up on it. But right now I've got it on a 210. This is a heavy duty microwave cord I'm using, and basically I'm using 210. I'm actually running 2 hot lines and 1 ground through this cable. And let's see here. So this is my cord that I've got plugged into it. So it's got just a heavy duty plug in on it, and basically the cord is actually 2 110 lines. So basically add it up and it's got 220 coming in. So I've ran hot on 2. So I've got 3 wires in each one, and each one there's 2 grounds and 2 hots on each wire. So they all come into one. So yeah, let me turn the machine on here. The switch for it is back here on the back. Got a little cooling fan and everything. It's going to actually have your wattage up here. You can adjust it up and down. Using 7018s, I found somewhere. Probably around 150 to 160 range. Burns pretty good. So I'm really happy with the unit. It does the job for me, and I like how it's also got this little carrying handle, so you could actually carry it into little businesses and stuff if you had to do like some work on machinery or something like that. This would be perfect for that. Especially because it's got the carrying strap. It's so compact. I mean, really my hand is probably about from here to here about 9 inches long, and then you have to add in this extra little bit for the wire that won't be moving. So probably overall maybe 16 inches from back to front with these wires. So it's a really compact little unit, and it does the job really well. I've been actually burning, let's see, look at the box right here. Yeah, so it's a 3/32 rod, and I mean I'm burning these really easy with this machine, so you'll handle everything up probably even over 3/32. I really wouldn't go too much farther, because really this is about the best rod that I found to do everything with. I got this little piece of metal here, and I might just burn in a line and show you what it looks like after the fact. Alright, so here's the weld we did. Not bad. And we've got the stacked quarter effect. I mean, it did a pretty good job. So these are the welds we were doing. You can see it does a really good job. you take your time and prepare the metal. Yeah, so that's the welds you can do with this thing. You have to take your time though. This thing's a little bit particular about the sticks it has. You really have to make sure as you get a good dry stick and prepare the surface like you should with any welding. Alright, so I'm going to show you a few welds with this little arc welder real quick, transformer arc welder, and see what they look like afterwards. Alright, so we'll get you over here to see it up close. So that one I did, and you can see it's kind of, watch, he was using an old stick on that one. Should have used the new one. Get the focus here. Just focus down on that here. But right in there is doing pretty good, and I hopped up too high and was making air bubbles and stuff. On this side here, I did a little earlier. It was a little bit better, especially down here at the end. Still got a little bit of stuff right on there. Right there, but you can see right there, I was doing pretty good at the very end of it. Right over here, some actual welds I did earlier. Why the camera doesn't want to focus? Come on. So these are the rods I was using, although you can tell I've been using some really old rods. I need to just get rid of these. I'm not going to do the welder justice, but this one I had one good rod that I use, and it does a whole lot better flat welding. And you can see that's the weld you'd want to have. Those are pretty decent welds. So this, I was doing a brand new rod, and it was like my last two brand new rods that I used on this. So I got the speed right, I got the heat right, and it burned in really nice there. I mean, that's the way you'd want it to be welding, not like that over there. But I mean, for the unit, it can do welds like this just to get you by, and if you get really good at it, you can actually do really good welds with it. But this is just using old sticks, and they just didn't want to really weld that well. So yeah, for the money, I paid about $70 for this. And for projects like this where you don't really have to have structural welds, this does pretty good. I actually welded springs and stuff on a trailer with this one, and I took my time and used brand new rods. And as you can tell, if I clean the metal up right here, I'm just welding right on top of this old water heater. It's got like a black paint on it and So if I would have ground it down, it would have done a whole lot better, but I mean, it does decent enough. Welds if you don't clean the metal up, but over here I actually took the time and ground it out flat. You can kind of see I ground it there and ground this whole place flat and shiny, so it make a good contact. So that might be some of it. I think it's kind of a few things. My sticks I'm using, and you can see like this one here, it's just old and the tips up broke. So this one here I couldn't even use it. It's got the whole side of it missing. So I really need to get just rid of these and buy a whole brand new box of them, because I just stuck these old ones I had just laying around back in this box. So I used a whole bunch of 6011s in there, but the problem is they burn a little too hot for what I'm doing, and just burns a hole right through that thin water tank. So yeah, the welder itself does a really good job. I definitely recommend it. It's not that heavy, it's a few pounds. Probably about the unit itself is probably about 5 or 6 pounds. And they can be used on a 110 or 220, depending on what you want. So yeah, good little unit. You can carry it in and out and do little jobs with it, do big jobs with it. It's a great little unit. I recommend it. So I'll leave the description link in the description below. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and just consider subscribing so you don't miss future videos, and I can get a few more people on the channel, so they'll put me up higher in the ratings, so I can put more of these things out about these good little cheap products that will save you money and hopefully time in the long run. Alright, yeah, so please just give me a thumbs up. If that's the only thing you do, I really need that thumbs up. Alright, thank you. Bye.